it's cat loafing, and I have a lot of flowers here and a really empty door. So I was thinking on ways to improve that, and I thought a wreath would be perfect for this. But I'm not just gonna make a normal wreath. I have this wreath starter here that I already cut to make a shape of a crescent moon, and then it can just like hang, and we'll talk about how I'm gonna hang it later. So I went on Amazon, I went on Michael's, I dug around my room and all the different corners, and I got all of these flowers here. I got 2 different kinds of roses, and then I also got some tiny flowers, some different shades of pink, and I got a little bit of greenery too, because we can just like spot a whole bunch of these all over the place, so it's not like too much. So with all of this and a little hot glue, we're gonna turn this piece of foam into something really cute. So you're probably wondering how I got this into its crescent moon shape. Well, I recently bought a Dremel, and I think that it worked just perfectly. I marked where I wanted the ends of the moon to be, and then I started with the saw piece that created a good base to go off of, but I ended up using the drill to get it all the way through, and that ended up working pretty great. So now that we have our perfect crescent moon shape, I'm gonna have to whip out the hot glue again. Yes, I know you see her every video. Listen, she's convenient, and it works pretty damn good. If this is just sitting on my door, it's not getting like thrown around or whatever. You be careful when you move, where you put it when you move. It'll hold together beautifully. I am returning from the hot glue hatred. I kind of really like it now. While we're waiting for the hot glue to heat up, I'm gonna start kind of getting an idea of where I want everything to go. Okay. Oh, never mind. I can just yank them off. Oh my goodness. That white stuff went everywhere. I think I should probably start with the biggest one first. I went to the dentist earlier. My mouth is still kind of numb. I think this one would just go perfectly right in there. And I think that that will be the biggest one. And we will just do that all the way around. My method is using the end of the flower to stab a hole in there, and then taking it back out, putting hot glue on it, and putting it back. You can even dig your hand in there, make sure that the flower touches the bottom all the way. I think I'm gonna start with a variety now. I'm gonna use one of these lighter ones.
Some of these do not have little plastic bits on the back to stab in, so I just pressed really hard to glue them down. And also you can see in the video, this is where I burned myself for the only time using this hot glue during this project. Yay!
My boyfriend is always like, how do you just touch hot stuff all the time? I fuck around with hot glue so much my fingers might as well be a little numb.
When picking your flowers, the idea is to start with the biggest ones in the middle of the crescent and work your way towards the ends with the smaller ones. I put a couple of the big ones further out to make the transition look more even, going from the big flowers to the small flowers at the end. I'm happy I got such a large variety of flowers so that I would have many different sizes to work with. I also used the greenery that I picked out as a way to kind of break up the roses with a couple of leaves and a couple of little sprig things that I got. I don't even know what those are called. I'm also going to use this moment to remind you to do the inside and the outside of the wreath and not just the top part, because you will be able to see it. and you need to cover it up with those flowers. I also loved these little white things that came with a certain bundle of roses that I got. They worked so well on just adding a little bit of a pop of a different color. I'm also going to stress the importance of getting some tiny flowers because while I was gluing all of these on so willy-nilly, I noticed that there were a couple of spots where it just was blank and I didn't have anything that would fit in there, and these came in clutch so hard. So any awkward spots that I had, I filled them up with these tiny little pink flowers.
Alright, I just tried to cram as many flowers on here as possible. So now that our moon wreath is a moon wreath, we gotta figure out how we're gonna hang this. I think that I want to do like a nice chain, like from that long to hang on the door, but I'm gonna have to make a trip to Michael's again to go get a chain. Okay, so making this hangable. These little flowers, they came with those wires, if you remember, that I cut off. I'm basically just gonna repurpose those. And I got my chain from Michael's. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. This is crazy lighting. Okay. Anyway, I got my chain from Michael's. This whole thing was like $9. Really was not bad. So I'm just gonna figure out about how long I want this. And I think that that would be it. There we go. And while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to shove these in. So I'm going to take the loop and put the chain over that so that we're hanging by this. Just going to shove it in there. Less long. Just gonna shove it right in there. Still holds pretty well. I'm gonna throw some hot glue on it anyway, once it heats up. I think that's gonna hold pretty well. Let's go hang it up. Ta-da! If I could do with making the chain a little bit shorter. It's still very cute though. Sorry about the echo in here. This was super fun and easy, and it's also super cute. Literally, I think that this cost me maybe like 30 or 40 bucks to make. Not including the Dremel. Don't include that. That alone was 30 or 40 bucks. But I think I did a pretty great job. And I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I had so much fun making this. I hope you had a fun time watching. Remember to like and subscribe and do all those fun things so that you can see me again. Hope you have a great day and thanks for watching.